This is Radio Nepal. I'm Dela Prasai with the news, the headlines first. Prime Minister Sherbahadur Durbar says Nepali Congress-led coalition needed for stabilizing democracy. Mortal remains of centenarian Satyamohan Joshi handed over to KIST Hospital for research. Election Commission to allow voters to cast votes in federal and provincial elections showing ID cards issued by government bodies. And Chinese President Xi Jinping defends his zero-COVID policy in his address to the inaugural ceremony of the Communist Party's 20th Congress. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Sherbahadur Durbar says the upcoming elections are both opportunities and challenges for the present coalition to stabilize democracy and alleviate poverty in the country. Addressing the election training session organised in Kathmandu, Prime Minister Durbar said there was a need for the coalition to come together for the polls as no single party could get majority votes in the present context. The Prime Minister also stressed the need for strengthening democracy in the country. The mortal body of centenarian Satyamohan Joshi has been handed over to KIST Hospital for further research. Joshi had already agreed to donate his body after his death. KIST Hospital Director Dr. Suraj Bajracharya said the body of Joshi will be kept safe by using chemicals for study. Family source of Joshi said his body was donated as per his wish and body would not be cremated rather through any other traditions. The body of centenarian culture expert Satyamohan Joshi was kept at the office premises of the Lalitpur sub-metropolitan city for people to pay their last respects yesterday. Prime Minister Sherbahadur Durbar reached there and offered final tribute to Joshi, draping the national flag on his body. Other leaders and dignitaries also paid tribute to Joshi. President Vidyadevi Bhandari extended her grief over the demise of noted literature and culture expert Satyamohan Joshi. Taking her Twitter handle yesterday, President Bhandari said she was saddened by the death of centenarian Joshi and termed him as a relentless contributor to the Nepali art, language and culture. The Election Commission says the voters can cast votes in the upcoming federal and provincial elections by showing voter ID cards or any documents issued by the government bodies that disclose the identity of the bearer. Chief Election Commissioner Dinesh Kumar Thapalia said the voters can exercise their franchise by showing citizenship, passport, national ID card, land ownership certificate, or other authorized documents that disclose their identity. Meanwhile, the Election Commission has printed 4,421,000 copies of ballot papers so far for the November 20th elections. CPN Maoist Centre Chairman Pushpakamal Dahal Prachanda has pointed out the need to forward economic development plans to institutionalize political changes at a program organized by the Leftist Democratic Coalition Kathmandu Constituency No. 2 yesterday. Chairman Dahal said economic growth as per the will of the people was necessary to institutionalize political changes. The World Habitat Day 2022 is being observed in Nepal by organizing various programs. The celebration of the day is delayed this year as the first Monday of October coincided with the occasion of Dasai in Nepal. The World Habitat Day 2022 Men's Celebration Committee organized a press conference on Sunday and shared the information about the activities being conducted for the day. The day is marked globally every first Monday of October at the call of UN since 1986. Celebration Committee Coordinator and Chief of Housing Division at Ministry of Urban Development, Joint Secretary Ramchandra Dangal said Nepal had been observing the day since 2001. A seminar is being organized to observe the day where experts would present working papers on various themes including urban development and smart city. The ministry, Kathmandu Valley Development Authority, Institute of Engineering and Kathmandu and the Lalitpur metropolitan cities will present the working papers. Tribhuvan Army Club has topped the table of the ongoing 9th National Games with 14 gold medals, 10 silver and 35 bronze medals. Likewise, Bagmati Province is in the second position with 5 gold medals, 3 silver and 2 bronze medals. APF Club is in the third position with 4 gold, 6 silver and 7 bronze medals. Meanwhile, athlete Nishim Thapamagar, who participated in the ongoing 9th National Games, died after the glider he was flying as part of the sport met with an accident. Deputy Superintendent of Police Sundar Tiwari said the accident took place yesterday at Sarangkot in Pokhara, Metropolitan City 18. Athlete Tamagar took part in the competition from the Nepal Army in men's cross-country paragliding. As a result, all scheduled sports in paragliding under the National Games have been cancelled. Meanwhile, the Civil Aviation Authority of Nepal has banned paragliding across the country until the safety for the services are ensured. The ban has been issued in the wake of growing cases of paragliding accidents in the country. CAN Deputy Director General and spokesperson Jagannath Nirola told that paragliding was suspended until another notice. You're listening to Radio Nepal 8 AM English News Bulletin. We continue with the international updates now. China's President Xi Jinping signaled there would be no immediate loosening of a zero-COVID strategy as the historic Communist Party Congress opened in Beijing. In a break in decades-long tradition, delegates are likely to hand President Xi a third term as party chief. He said zero-COVID was a people's war to stop the spread of the virus. The policy has saved lives, but also exacted a punishing toll on the Chinese people and economy. There is increasing public fatigue over lockdowns and travel restrictions. British lawmakers will try to oust Prime Minister Liz Truss this week despite Downing Street's warning that it could trigger a general election according to the Daily Mail. More than 100 members of the Parliament, MPs belonging to the governing Conservative Party, are ready to submit letters of no confidence in Truss to Graham Brady, the head of the Conservative Party's committee, which organises the leadership contest, the tabloid reported, quoting unnamed sources. Britain, engulfed in a political crisis, has lost 3 prime ministers since it voted to leave the European Union in 2016. The MPs will urge Brady to tell Truss that her time is up or to change the political party rules to allow an immediate vote of confidence in her leadership, the report said. Graham is said to be resisting the move, arguing that the Truss, along with newly appointed Chancellor Jeremy Hunt, deserve a chance to set out economic strategy in a budget on October 31, the report added. Now the general weather forecast for the country for today. Forecasting division says the weather is likely to be partly to generally cloudy in the hilly areas of the country and mainly fair in the rest of the country. Kathmandu's weather report now: maximum temperature of 27.6 degrees Celsius and minimum temperature of 15.8 degrees Celsius. With this news, we have come to the end of this bulletin, but before we wrap up the headlines once again. Prime Minister Sherbadu Deuba says Nepali Congress-led coalition needed for stabilizing democracy. Mortal remains of centenarian Satyamohan Joshi handed over to KIST Hospital for research. Election Commission to allow voters to cast votes in federal and provincial elections showing ID cards issued by government bodies. And Chinese President Xi Jinping defends his zero-COVID policy in his address to the inaugural ceremony of the Communist Party's 20th Congress. Well, that's all that we have for this edition. Our next English news edition is at 2 in the afternoon. You can also listen to us online at our website www.radionepal.gov.np for more news and online programs. Stay tuned, stay safe and have a good day.